Hello, beautiful people. This is Danielle, and you are watching Fly Girls Manifesting. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to change your daily story. What exactly does it mean when we talk about inner conversations, and also how to remain confident that your manifestations are on the way? What are some things that you can do daily to ensure that you don't have that wobble period back and forth when you're kind of purging your thoughts and going through creating a new routine? Because this is going to require for you to remain very consistent with your mental diets and to remain in the present and to speak things as if they're already here. And also at the end of this video, we're going to talk about the law of assumption and just kind of like touch upon some questions that people have about the law of assumption, or just like universal law to begin with. So if you are interested in all things manifesting, self-concept, confidence, mental diets, inner conversations, changing your actual story, creating your reality the way that you want it to be, then this is the channel for you. Subscribe to the channel, and when you do, just hit that first bell so that you get all the notifications for the channel, because I go live a lot and I also have pre-recorded videos coming for you guys. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the video. So first and foremost, changing your daily story is very simple, yet most people struggle with the fact that they feel like they're actually not being real with themselves. They feel like, okay, well, if I'm telling myself the story, am I lying to myself? What the law of assumption says is that if you assume that something is a certain way, if you assume that people treat you a certain way, if you assume that people are always kind to you, your SP is madly in love with you, he caters to you, he's always there for you. If you repeat that over and over and over with a story in your mind or in your journal that is actually congruent with what you say you desire, you persist in that long enough, and before you know it, you look up and everything that you have created in your new story and your inner conversations is right in front of you. And how quickly this happens actually depends on how quickly you can become aligned and be consistent. So daily self-talk looks like this. As soon as you wake up, what is the first thing on your mind? So that could be anything. That could be, oh my God, another day. Oh my God, I'm so excited about the day. I have many exciting things going on. I love sushi, so I'm going to get up early. I'm going to get myself together. I'm going to put on my best outfit. I'm going to beat my face to the gods, and I'm going to go and I'm going to have some sushi. That's kind of how my day starts. Most of the time, just like my day starts with me proclaiming what I want, how I want my day to start. My daily story is that everything is always working out in my favor, and people love me. They adore me. My husband, he's always like jovial and kind. He's in a good place. My health is improving and always getting better and better and better. Things like that. I'm manifesting a business opportunity in my life, a really nice one. So my daily story also is in alignment with things that have to do with business. So if I see something on my social media that does not align with who I am and what I am representing myself to be, then I immediately am aware of my feelings. As soon as I have a situation where I start feeling a little bit out of it, sorry guys, on my phone. I'm like getting distracted. As soon as I start feeling a certain way in my life or throughout my day, as soon as my emotions switch to something that is not in alignment with what I have already said my daily story is going to be, that is the perfect opportunity for me to evaluate immediately, where are my thoughts? Where are my thoughts? I know without 100%, with 100%, no doubt that if I can get a hold of my thoughts quickly, within about, what they say, 17 seconds. Is that what Abraham Hicks says? Or is that what people who are manifesting say in our community? Literally, you can get a hold of your thoughts in under a minute, and you can shift that energy back into alignment. And the more you practice that, that's how you're going to be able to have confidence in knowing that you control your thoughts. It's really, up to you how you want to start your day, how you want your day to go. Even if things come at you throughout the day, just know that if you can get a hold of those thoughts and continue to affirm for the things that you desire, as you see them come into your life, get a journal and jot them down. I have this little beautiful journal. It's called, obviously I had to pick it up because it's in my favorite color. Look at it. It is Ideas and Inspirations. These are like literally my brand colors, so I had to get it. And it's just a little journal. I haven't started in it yet, but it's like just a journal that I'm going to keep. It's small enough to go into my purse, and it's perfect. So as soon as I start to feel some type of way, or if I have any thoughts, I just pull it out of my purse and just jot things down. If I manifest something out of the blue or something that I've been thinking about, I'm going to use this journal to track the fact that I'm actually manifesting. So what I'm going to do, because I created these banners, now that I have like people in the room, the first thing that we're going over for those of you who are coming into the room is your daily self-talk. You have to be able to control what you're saying to yourself in your head. As soon as someone pisses you off, or as soon as you see something that you don't like, the conversations that you're playing in your head are creating thoughts and images, more and more images, and then they spiral. And then before you know it, you are experiencing your inner conversations in your reality. So how do we get into alignment? Become very aware of what your daily intentions are. Your self-talk. Gather your emotions. Always assess your emotions. If you get pissed off, if you get frustrated, evaluate. Go through it. Feel sad. Get upset. You may need to cuss somebody out. I don't know. Maybe that's y'all. But whatever you do, as soon as the emotions or the things go left, just know that you are most likely having those conversations in your head. Or when you're sitting in your bed crying over your SP, you're having inner conversations. You could still cry over any situation and still affirm that everything's going to be okay. That is still a form of inner conversation. So even if you experience something negative, even if you experience something uncomfortable, just get into the habit of affirming, no matter what, I'm going to be okay. Say it in your head. Inner conversations. You know what? Yeah, this person pissed me off. Yes, he's not calling me, but I'm going to be okay. Tomorrow's going to be a better day. Actually, the next 10 minutes is going to be a better day. You know what? What I'm going to do to make myself feel better, I'm going to get my favorite meal. I'm going to watch my favorite movie. And then you shift that energy. You shift it. Talk to yourself in your head like we all do. Control your conversations with yourself in your head. And when you make a habit of that, what happens is that all of a sudden you don't experience so many wobbles with your manifestation. So for sure, I want you guys to understand that a lot of people are very unconscious. They're going about their days on autopilot. And when you're on autopilot, any and everything is going to affect your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and those things are manifesting. So we have to change our daily stories. We just have to. Not like, I'm not talking about your story, like some people say just change the story of your life. No, I'm talking about changing your daily story. Like every time you wake up, what is my story for today? It can be the same story it was yesterday, as long as that story is in alignment with manifesting what you desire. But every day you get up, you have to choose the story of your desired reality. If you can do that consistently, I tell people, give yourself 7 days. You will start to see and reap the benefits. And you're like, oh, wow, I can do this. Which brings me to, like I said, the second point. When you do start manifesting things, or you start seeing signs, like maybe you see angel numbers all the time, or you see someone and they're wearing something that you saw 2 days, whatever signs and symbols you that you recognize, write it down, because that will give you the confidence in knowing that what you're doing is working. I mean, it's one thing to tell people, oh, just know. Yeah, just like, I hate when people tell people like, oh, you just have to know. You just have to know that the law is working. You just have to know that the law of assumption works. That is true. But for most people, we're humans. We like proof. So while you're speaking things into existence, write down when you experience any type of manifestation, something that you spoke, something that you thought, something that you felt, and then you saw it immediately come into your reality, or something that you've been working on came into your reality. Write it down. For those moments when you're not sure or you're wobbling, you can go back and look into your journal and just see all the times that you manifested beautiful things, or all the times that you actually did bring things into your reality through your own words, your own inner conversations. Okay, so before I get into my other 2 points, like my third point, let me just go and acknowledge you guys, because I've been talking for 12 minutes. Yes, thank you. Everybody, please like the video. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I appreciate you. There is a young lady that I tried to Cash App her, because I gave away some Cash App stuff the whole month of July 2021, just in case you watch this video next year. I'm giving away free courses, Cash Apps, based on people who are actually subscribed to the channel. There was a young lady I tried to give her. Her name is Kimberly Holmes. If you watch this in the playback, I type in your Cash App, and I don't think I spelled it wrong. I think maybe the way you put it into the chat. Please reach out to me if you watch this. It's only 13 minutes into the video, so I'm not going to be in here too long. I'm not going to bother y'all today. I plan on coming to you guys either live or pre-recorded videos for the whole entire month of July, very consistently, because I just like to touch the people. I prefer live because I get to talk to you guys, not because I'm lazy. I edit very well. I'm a social media manager. I edit, I do graphics, like, and I'm gonna do some pre-recorded stuff. But like, if I don't have time to do pre-record, I'm just like, hop on live and talk to your people. You're my people. But if you are Kimberly Holmes, I tried to Cash App you $20, and it said that was not a valid Cash App. So, girl, get at me whenever you see this, or whenever I see you in the chat. We'll figure it out, okay? Anyway, so my next point I want to go over also is, what does it mean whenever you speak things into existence in the present? So when you are saying to yourself, I'm a millionaire, that means that you are a millionaire now. However, if your mind is conflicting with you and doing this whenever you have those thoughts, there are some inner conversations that you need to have before you just jump into saying certain things. So when you speak something into existence, speak as if it is here now. So something that I would say is, I'm in the process of becoming a millionaire. I know that millions are mine for me here now. So you can still like speak it as if it's now. Okay, so let's say that $1 million is too far of a stretch. You could say that I'm so thankful that I manifested a job that pays me double for what I asked for. I'm thankful that I have a job that paid me well over the amount that I actually asked for. I'm so thankful for that. because you still have to speak as if it's now. And I always tell people use gratitude. Whenever you're speaking things in the present tense, if you say you're grateful or I'm blessed, just give gratitude for the present, because this is the only moment that you have. There's no such thing as the past. There's no such thing as the future. However, in the present moment, you do manifest for the future. You absolutely manifest for the future. So what you do now is for tomorrow, 2 weeks, a month from now. So be mindful of that. So your speech and your words have to reflect what you accept and acknowledge as if you already have it. Not, oh, I wish, not necessarily I want, or maybe. No, I am thankful. I'm blessed that now me and my lover, we are 100% committed to each other. And guess what? He proposed to me. Or whatever you want. If you don't want marriage and proposal, it could be anything. It could be anything, just as long as you get into the language of speaking as if you already have it. So your language could be, and guess what? You guys can actually curse. Like, you don't have to sound like, oh, I'm so happy and thankful that now that everything. You can be like, you know what? I know that I'm a bad, I don't call myself that, but some women do. Or you know what? I'm a goddess. And I'm thankful that everything that I'm calling into my life is already here. I'm thankful for that. Thank you, God, that I have everything that I need, everything I ever asked for within the time frame or within the reality that I created in my mind. Thank you for providing for me. I'm glad that it's here. I'm just glad that I have everything I need. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I speak about my life, I'm like, I'm glad, I'm thankful that I have an online business. I'm self-employed. I am a person who has created her own lane with multiple sources of income. I make my own time, and I'm being myself. And I teach other people how to do that as well. YouTube is just one of my platforms. I have a whole other platform somewhere else where I work with people who are doing what they love to do. And I wish that for you guys. I wish that for anyone that comes in contact with my platform on YouTube, is that I manifested everything I have in my life and I'm helping other people to do the same. But one thing I tell everyone to do is to speak as if you already have it. I will tell you to go so far as to, before you go to bed, talk to yourself in your inner conversations to your clients, to your potential clients, or your actual clients. Create names for them. Speak to them in your mind. Speak to your lover, your specific person, in your mind. Speak to your new boss and let them know that, you know, I'm grateful for this, or whatever you want to say. But speak to these people inside of your mind as if you already have what it is that you're desiring to have. Yes. Hello, everyone who's here. Blue Lotus says something that's very true. Yes, the mind and the spirit likes proof. That's true. And even if you don't have proof, if you keep saying it, you will see the proof. But the fact is that once you see proof after you've been speaking it and changing your daily story, once you start doing that, write it down. Make record of it. This is epic. Make your life epic. You don't want to just try to remember, did I manifest that? Was that a coincidence? No, there's no such. You see how the universe, something just happened behind me. I think one of my lights fell. Yes, so that means what I'm saying is the truth, baby. There's no such thing as coincidence. Don't let people tell you that because you see angel numbers or because, you know, you hear music in your head, and then as soon the music that you hear it on the radio. Those are God's way or if you call God the universe, whatever your higher power is, because on this channel, I believe in a higher power. I'm not judging, but I'm just saying that whatever it is that comes into your life to give you reassurance, document it. Because when you're feeling doubtful, you can go back and see exactly what you manifested. And speaking of that, what I always like to do on my channel is I like to share. I have a manifesting journal, and today's date is 7/7/2021. So I want to share with you guys what I actually wrote this date last year, 2020, and let's just see if it came into fruition, which I know everything in this book has come into fruition, by the way. So we have July. July. I have July 6th, and then I have July 8th. Let's go with July 8th. So this is what I wrote this time last year, and this has come into fruition. And I'll read it to you guys. Okay, so basically what I wrote is being a spiritual entrepreneur feels so good because I am a spiritual entrepreneur. I make money in my sleep and with clients based on my spiritual self. This whole channel is a spiritual channel. I talk about spiritual law, and this is not my only source of income. So I wrote this last year as I was in the process of creating what I wanted to create. So being a spiritual entrepreneur feels so good. I am thankful for my increase in finances. Isn't it wonderful how happy I am that my life is full of happiness? I manifest great things with ease. I feel good all day just knowing who I am. Everything is always working out for me. I am the master of my thoughts. I am successful in my business. I have many great skills. Money comes to me easily and in frequent, harmonious ways. I feel free. I find beauty in everything around me. I am sufficient. I am worthy of all my blessings. I am supported by the universe. God is my source. Thank you, God, for increasing my finances tenfold in joyous, harmonious ways now. Listen up. That word now is very powerful. For those of you who are watching the playback, any affirmation that you make, when you say now, watch how the floodgates of whatever you're manifesting with a pure heart will come. And I used to read this out loud. This is why I'm telling you that when you document things, I'm very confident in my manifesting abilities because I write things down. This was written last year on this day. Well, the 8th, but in this time frame. I have pure documentation of my manifesting ability. That's why I know I can snap my fingers and put myself in alignment. So get in the habit of doing that. I also said, thank you, God, for increasing my finances tenfold, which that has happened, in joyous, harmonious ways. There is infinite money in my vortex. Large sums of money come to me easily, frequently, in joyous, harmonious ways. Thank you, thank you. Now, I was manifesting. Obviously, we all have gone through a lot of things in the past year. So I knew that if I started affirming for money last year, I said to myself, affirm for what you want now so that you'll have it next year or sooner. Next year or sooner is what I said, because I know that sometimes the universe has to find ways for you to get to what you want. And depending on how quickly you can stay on the path, you will get it a lot quicker. And then sometimes God has to detour you because your thoughts go, all which way. If you can stay consistent. That's why I'm saying every day that you wake up with your inner conversations, you have to stay consistent, because 1 or 2 days, if you have a little bit, consistency, I'm meaning like 1 day is not enough. 1 week is not enough. Like, you have to stay consistent. You can have like weird moments or bad moments, but don't let those moments take you out of knowing that it's yours. Documenting things helps you to have confidence where you don't have those moments where you wobble. Because for me, if I go into, oh my God, why is this happening to me? I'm like, girl, go through the emotions, but snap out of it very quick because you're manifesting deliberately. We're talking about deliberate manifestation. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Are you guys in here? I don't see no movement. Are y'all just listening? Somebody, give me some hearts or something. Are y'all listening? I feel like I'm talking to myself. Maybe you're just listening. And you guys can always help your girl out by commenting after the live because the algorithms do love that. So you can always give me some hearts or some elephants. That is how the raffle is really going to go this month. Like, I literally go through, and everyone who comments on my videos, if you give me a heart or an elephant or purple elephant, if you can find one of those, I put your name in a raffle. And depending on what we have going on for the live or the video, I'll just pull it, or sometimes I'll just say, hey, I want to, yeah. So that's how we're going to do it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Natty J. So, and then I have one more point that I want to make. I think this is a very important point to make. Yeah, I figured you guys are here. You're probably just listening. That's fine. I'm just like, I don't see any movement, so you guys are just listening. So the last point that I want to make, and I want to be very clear, LOA, some people coin that as the law of attraction. And then for those of us who are into the law of assumption, LOA could also be the law of assumption. So basically, I want to explain this because people ask me this question a lot. What is the difference between the law of attraction and the law of assumption? To be quite honest with you, if you want my honest opinion, I do not believe that you have to be so tight on what the law of attraction versus the law of assumption. What manifests is your thoughts. Your inner conversations create your thoughts, which create your emotions. And you do that over and over and over, consistently enough, you see it in your reality. Do I need to say that again for the people in the rafters? Don't get too tied up over the law of attraction versus the law of assumption, because you are creating your reality based on your thoughts, your inner conversations, your emotions, which all come together to create your reality. So what you're thinking all the time, what you're saying in your head, is causing you to feel emotions and to see things that happen over and over and over and over and over. So if you can get control of those conversations in your head, those thoughts, you can definitely see a shift sooner than later. This takes practice. I'm not saying you can snap your fingers and it can happen overnight. It could, for some people, but we're humans, and human nature says that we're creatures of habit, that we tend to go back to our default state of being, which is most of us are just so used to going to the negative, and then it's like, okay, yeah, I'll think positive later, but I really want to get this out. This person really pissed me off. This person really is getting on my nerves. I'm not messing up my monetization by cussing because, your girl is monetized. This is getting on my nerves. Or, your significant other, your specific person pisses you off. And you're going through all the conversations. The conversations with you guys and your SPs in your head, that's why y'all don't have y'all SPs. I got mine. He's sitting right in the living room waiting for me to finish dinner. And he gonna always be there because I always know that in my mind, I create him and our relationship the way I want it to go. I got married for a reason. I don't have any doubt that my husband and I are going to be able to have a very long, luxurious relationship. Why do I say that? Because I've been with that man for long enough to know. I went through a lot of inner conversations that had to be reconciled. But at the end of the day, I'm no different from you. Any person in this chat, this live right now, if there's something that you have been wanting to manifest and it's not here, there's nothing in the way of it. Your inner conversations, I can almost, like when I do my client work with people and they tell me their story, I'm like, oh, so the story that you're telling yourself is that I was abused, my last relationship was trash, or my last job, I didn't like it, everybody was mean to me, or I just want enough money to pay my bills. That's not true. Don't tell that story. You don't want just enough money to pay your bills. I know you don't want that. You want more than enough. And more importantly, remember I told you guys have to say, I'm thankful that I have more than enough. The gratitude, it's the gratitude for me, right? It's the gratitude for me that manifests. You don't have to plead and beg for more money from God, from source, from the universe. You don't have to beg for that. Money is a means to have the things you desire, but it is not the only means, boo-boo. You know how many things have come into my life and I didn't spend a dime on it? And it wasn't because I'm cute. Trust me. Even though I have gotten things because I'm cute, but that's neither here nor there. I've gotten things purely off of the fact that my heart was pure, and I kept saying over and over and over, I'm gonna do, my new camera, I'm gonna record this. Oh yeah, and I kept like imagining myself with a new camera, and then when I would wake up, I'd be like, yes, so today what are we doing with our new camera? Okay, we're gonna film B-roll. Some people that may sound crazy, but I have a beautiful camera in front of me that I haven't even begun to use this. I'm using it as a webcam. This camera can do a lot of things, and it's a pure manifestation because I manifested it in a very serendipitous way where there was not that involved. How did I do that? Because at the end of the day, it's your reality. You need to grasp your own words. I know it's very tempting to just go on a tangent about whatever that's bothering you. I get it. I had one of those moments yesterday. Something in my life was bothering me. I cried about it for about 30 minutes, got myself together. I was like, okay, so what we gonna do now? And today I'm fine, and I've worked through it, and I feel 100% better that I released those tears. I'm a person, I'm not afraid to cry. I'm not afraid to be angry, but I don't let the inner conversations fester. That's why I manifest things a lot faster, and people are just amazed when I tell them and show them things that I've made. I have receipts in my personal classes. I'll be showing people receipts. Like on this date, I said I was going to do this, and then a month later, here it is. The reason why I can do that is because I have control over my emotions, my thoughts, and my inner conversations as best as I can. As best as I can, which is really good. So, okay, I've already given my spill. For everyone who's still here, it's not the end of the video, but if you're still watching, I'm going to say thank you for joining, because I've pretty much given my presentation. I'm trying to make my lives more cohesive, because people who watch the playback, they ain't got time to be on here for an hour. I see my analytics, so I get it. Thank you for the feedback. But I do want to give the opportunity for people to ask questions. So thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you need anything from me, you can email me at flygirlsmanifesting@gmail.com. There will be giveaways the whole entire month of July. I'm hitting 2K very soon. I'm on my way. And yeah, so thank you for being here. You can scroll through and see the timestamps. I made the points so that when you go through the video, you can see the points. Without further ado, Does anyone have any questions before I get out of here? Oh, and I do have some housekeeping rules. For the channel, anyone who comes on, you're more than welcome to speak amongst yourselves, to talk to each other. I am a content creator and I'm an artist, and I'm sensitive about my ish, like Eric Badu says. I love all other content creators, but please don't have discussions about other content creators in my life, because I'm considered a smaller YouTuber. And so when you discuss other people, it kind of undermines me, I feel like, or maybe that's my projection. But if you like another content creator, it's no problem. But for here, this is my little house. And I just want us to stay focused on what Fly Girls Manifesting has going on, because I'm one of a kind. So any other people you like to watch, just discuss them elsewhere, please. And thank you. Love you. All right. Does anyone have any questions? Let's go back and see exactly what you guys, I just want to go through and just kind of say hi to you guys before I get out of here. Excuse me, because I'm hungry. Holly, thank you. Holly, I got your email. So just be expecting an email back from me. Holly. Maima, hi, my dear. How are you? Positive Minds. Veronica, Gina, I see you. Blue Lotus, Manifesting Bliss. Love you, my dear. What do you, Holly, you said, what's cute? Where did I get what from? Because I was probably running my mouth. Yes. Please stop cussing people out in your head, because that is manifesting, even though you can cuss them out for like maybe a minute or so. And then just let it go. You said you write only positive in a journal of things you want to manifest. Hello, by the way, love your videos. Oh, thank you, Eternal Abundance. Yes, I don't, I used to have a journal where I would write like, just release. But because I understand now that your words and your thoughts manifest, if I want to release something, I write it in a letter, and then I get all the emotion out. If I'm crying, if I'm upset, I write it in a letter. And then once I pray over the letter, then I rip it up, or I burn it, or I'll throw it in some water and get rid of it. And that's it. Anything that sits in my house, words or anything like that, these words need to be words that I want to manifest. That's just my opinion. There's no reason to hold on to negativity in my life. If it's like, why do I want to be reminded when I look in a journal of all the bullshit that happened to me 2 years ago? I don't. I'm sorry. Like, that's just not, my life has been so much better and improved when I have an intention to keep things around me that only reflect the type of life that I choose to live. So that's just me, but that's what I think. Thank you, Always Forward. How are you? Almaz Eob. Hi, my dear. How are you? Thank you, Natty, for stopping by. Blue Lotus, thank you for your support, beautiful black man. Veronica Craig, you always give me purple hearts. Thank you. Veronica, remember you couldn't be in the EFT. Are you still interested in the EFT? Just email me if you are, because I'll do a personal class with you, because I remember you had to dip out. So if you're still interested in it, I would love to spend an hour with you if you're still interested. Thank you for my elephants. Eternal Abundance says, I have this urge to give up often. I wobble too much, feel not manifesting money that I need still. Well, you know what? Here's what I'll tell you. Just know that instead of asking for money, ask for whatever the money will give you. So if it's relief, peace of mind, start affirming that I'm grateful that I'm relieved. I'm grateful that all my bills are paid on time. I'm grateful. Whatever the money is going to provide for you energetically is what you need to start affirming for. Let me know if you understand that, Eternal. Hi, Cece the Goddess. Oh, and for anyone who's emailed me, guys, I'm extremely booked and busy. Your girl is booked out until like September. So emails that I'm responding to, please just be patient with me. I promise I'll get to you. And some people I may have skipped over you, but I'm gonna have to. That's why I'm doing a lot of free stuff this month because I do appreciate you guys being on the platform, and I'm gonna have some. I actually literally planned out a slot of time for like a week of July where I'm just gonna talk to people, give them any type of insight for free because I have so much stuff that's booked. And I'm very thankful to be booked. Trust me, I prayed for it, I wrote it down, and it happened. So I'm not complaining, but just give me some time to answer your emails. Um, Manuela, thank you for being here. I definitely have a weak positive inner conversation muscle that I'm working to build up. Okay, well, so affirm that my inner conversations are always beneficial and beautiful. My inner conversations are always beneficial and beautiful. Guys, just affirm for what you desire. Who gave me a super chat? Miss Danica. Thank you, girl. Thank you, beautiful black woman. Let me see if I can highlight, Thank you, Danica. I appreciate you. Um, the journal. But remember, hold on, because I don't want to get lost. Holly said, "Oh, where did I get the journal from? I got it from the dollar store. Look, just because I make tons of money in my life, don't mean that I don't like a good dollar store. Okay, I stays at the dollar store, just collecting. I love stationery, so most of my stationery, if I find something interesting, candles. I get any of my like stuff that I put up, like papers and notebooks. Yeah, I get that stuff from the dollar store. Just because you got money don't mean you. But look, isn't this beautiful? This is actually my brand colors, and this is confirmation because I was like, can I add gold in my brand colors? Somebody told me no, because gold is too hard to the color it is too hard to replicate on picture, and I was like, watch. I'll make it work. So as you can see, look, you see how like my brand colors are this and the gold. I'm just gonna start doing it, and I think it'll be fun. So yeah. Yes, love today 8 said I changed how I write in my journal. Yes, absolutely. Because at the end of the day, this shit is really about like how you create your life, like your standards. And it's okay for you to like talk about things that you don't like, but don't stay there. Because I guarantee you, if there's something in your life that you do not have and you've been trying to get it for a while, I can almost guarantee you, I put money on it, that it's usually something that you keep telling yourself every single day from the time you get up to the time you take your behind the bed. And it starts with one day. If you can change your story for one day, just deliberately decide that the story I'm telling about my day, set your day up. And no matter what goes on around you, start to get into the habit of no, it's not what everything else is going on around me. It's what I'm doing. It's what I'm saying. Take accountability for your life. Me, I'm not perfect. I'm telling you, this was like 2 years in the making, but the last 3 months of my life has been accelerated because I just made a decision that I'm not going to accept no as an answer. If somebody tells me I can't do something, I'm going to be like, well, actually, why can't I? I just don't accept limitations on my life. I just don't anymore because there are mad people in this world that's getting money hand over fist. Why can't I be rich? Why can't I make six figures doing what I love to do? Why? Why can't I have the man of my dreams sitting waiting for me to finish this dinner that I got on the stove. Oops, I already got that. So start questioning people who tell you that you can't do something and start recreating the conversation. As soon as the thought comes up that you can't have something, immediately go into your mind and be like, well, why not? Everybody else gets to do what they want to do in the world. Why can't I? Like, start getting like a little bit testy, like with your thoughts. Like, excuse me, I don't like this thought. You can go. I talk to my thoughts like I talk to somebody that I really don't care for. Like, okay, I see. Like, okay, or a coworker. Let's say you work with someone that you really don't care for. That's how I look at my thoughts. Like the coworker that I have to acknowledge because she's there, but I really don't fuck with her like that. I'm like, okay, yeah, I see you, but anyway, keep it moving. That's how I talk to my negative thoughts. And then I immediately say to myself, okay, well, that thought is out of here, but it's actually gonna be like this. Let's work through what we want, Danielle. I talk to myself like I'm my own best friend. And all my clients that I work with, when they get it in their head that it's like literally you, this is all you, boo. This is all you. The outer is fine, but the inner conversations is what you're seeing in your life. Just take it one day at a time, you know? You said I often forget to write. Yeah, exactly. Veronica, thank you. Yeah, just email me, girl. Thank you, Danica, again. Jasmine, you said, how do you balance your spiritual duties with your daily life work? Sometimes I find that after I do all my manifestation work, the day is almost gone and I have yet to get my creative work. Make it a priority. I'm sorry, but what comes first to me is my peace of mind, and my stress levels need to be very low. I've already had this conversation with myself that after working 13 years in hospitality restaurant industry as a server, a bartender, and a restaurant manager, which is very stressful in New York City, one of the busiest cities in the whole entire world. Getting home at 2 o'clock in the morning, sleeping for 4 hours, eating God knows what, getting, I won't say the F word, but gaining weight. See, my story, y'all don't know my story, baby. Your girl was not a nice 123 now. She was a good 165 about 4 years ago. And that is not natural for me. But I realize now why that happened is because I felt like I had no choice but to go to work and just deal with it, grunt my teeth. And then the last thing I wanted was to come home and be starved. And I was like, nope, since I went through all this BS at my job, I'm going to come home and eat whatever the hell I want to eat. And I did that for how many years? That's not healthy in a 411 frame. And my health suffered. So now my inner conversations are centered around my peace of mind, my stress levels being very low, me being able to generate income for being myself. I'm a creative person. So my creativity, I just made it a priority. Now, I will say this. If you are a person who works a 9 to 5, my hat goes off to you. Nothing against it. How would I go about creating a atmosphere where I honor myself creatively? Get up earlier in the morning on your days off, if you can. Make your creativity the first thing that you do in the morning. I don't care if you got off work and you got home at 12 and you only got 4 hours of sleep. Push yourself to make your creativity or your self-care your first priority, even on your day off. And so if you make that a first priority, at least you have the rest of the day to figure out whatever else you want to do. I wake up sometimes at 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, work until about 7 o'clock in the morning, take a little nap, get up at 10, and then my day starts. That's just me though. But you have to make that a priority and wake up earlier if you can. Oh, my spiritual life too as well. My spirituality is intertwined. I wake up during witching hour, 3 a.m. So when I get up in the middle of the night, the first thing I do is I watch like inspirational stuff that I like, or like my favorite, like Bobby Hammett. I like spiritual Black people that I know in the community that talk about like spirituality. Um, I like Panic. I like Abraham Hicks. I watch some of my other content creators. I like Bob Proctor. Uh, a lot of spiritual people from different races and walks of life. I like the old school spiritual people though, because they had like the keys, you know. And then after that, I might look at something that's like music. I watch like I went on a binge with Tamia. I think I went on a binge with this girl. Her name is Jade Nova, beautiful songbird. I watched some interviews about people that I admire. And that's a part of my spiritual work because it keeps me focused on people who are creative and it keeps me inspired. So that is also a part of my spirituality, which is doing part of your spirituality, in my opinion, should be doing things that you love that honor your spirit, because that is your spirituality. Some people love tarot. That's a part of their spirituality. I have a friend of mine who she wakes up with tarot. Like she just, she likes to shuffle and look at the cards. She reads them very well. Some people like to get up and pray and they read their Bible. I like the Bible. Ain't nothing wrong with the Bible. I'm not a Christian, but I do like the Bible. But I just make it a priority. Sometimes I get up and listen to like Whitney Houston and watch like stuff with Whitney. That's a part of my spirituality because it lifts my spirit. So anything that lifts your spirit, make it a priority first thing when you get up. And then you won't be resentful for the 9 to 5 that you got to go through and deal with the people that you really don't like. You'll at least feel good about yourself that you did something for yourself. Thank you, Danica. Girl, you see all this purple dripping off of me? Yes, I love purple. I feel so royal in purple. Jasmine, well, both of these may be the same for you, which may make it easier, but tips on more balance in general, I guess. Okay. So yeah, the balance in life really has to do, I just want to touch on this very briefly because you brought up balance, and a lot of people don't know that feminine energy and masculine energy go hand in hand when it comes to manifesting. So keeping your eyes and your energy focused on just being feminine. By nature, femininity has to do with creativity, intuition, emotions, things that have to do with nurturing, caring for your home, which is also your temple. So that's eating well, cooking, grounding yourself, meditating, being someone who honors their spiritual side. That is feminine by nature. So that's the balance. I'm a Libra, so I understand everything about balance. I am a Libra to the T. So balance. And then you have the masculine side, which is the go get it. I don't give a F about nothing. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I don't care what you say. It's kind of the more like, I got to get this done. I got to get this money. I got to make sure that my house is taken care of. And I don't care if a pile of clothes is over there for 2 weeks. No, I just got to get this money. That's your masculine side. Here's the thing. You can't sit too much in the feminine and you can't sit too much in the masculine. Because even though I'm a woman, I'm naturally feminine by nature. Just in general, even if I think even if I was a man, I probably would be more feminine. Because I just feel like that would be my nature. I understand that I sit too much in my feminine a lot because I'm a dreamer, baby. I like to be up in the clouds, daydreaming, manifesting, and then like I'm like, oh shit, I got all these emails. Those need to be done. So that's the masculine side, getting things done, being logical, knowing how to speak with authority. That is masculine. Not accepting no as a final answer. That is your masculine side. And also having a need and an urge to create longevity. That is masculine. So if you can find all the qualities that you have as a feminine person and as a masculine person, just go through, list them, and cross out. If it's too much feminine, then balance it out with more things that will equal the equivalent of what's on each side. Um, that is true. Love today 8, that is absolutely true. Yep. So, yes, the dollar store be calling me, I'm telling you. I love the dollar store. I don't buy certain things from there though. Like, I try not to get, I get snacks from there. I try not to get too many generic things from there for like my skin, because I just like to use different quality stuff on my skin from there and my hair. Um, and they don't really have anything there that I would cook in my house because I'm switching over to pescatarian. I was a vegetarian before. That's neither here nor there. I'm switching over to pescatarian, so I buy snacks. I buy toiletries. Love the dollar store. I go there probably twice a week. I find something, even if it's 2 items. I find something in there. Ooh, yep, yep. My colors are green and gold. I'm gonna figure it out too. Yes, girl. So you got to use all of your senses to manifest, not just, looking at what other people are doing. You got to talk yourself through this. Okay, these are going to be my colors. This is my brand. And speak as it, like, before I had a bunch of clients, I had a like, not a fake client list, but I made a list of all my clients, and it was like made up names. And I had 10 clients, and I put the amount of money I wanted them all to pay me, the specified time, and the amount of like weeks or whatever, and then at the bottom I put how much um all 10 clients in total was going to pay me, and then I went online and I researched how to put it into Quicken or spreadsheets, and I did that for like a good month of just kind of like setting my office space up. I did this like almost a year and a half ago, and I just kind of like live my life like, well, if I can create it in front of me, then I can have it. It's just a matter of time before I can speak it and be like, okay, so this is how my office is going to look. These are how many clients I want to have a month. Okay, so since I know I want to have clients, let me make the list. It's the same thing with your SP. You're a specific person, you're a lover. Okay, so these are the qualities that I need to have in a man or a woman, if you're manifesting a woman. And I'm not saying stick strictly to it, but at least like get the ball rolling energetically. Start speaking out loud. Start imagining out loud. Start imagining in your head. Start have the conversation with your lover. What type of conversations do you guys have? Imagine yourself at the movies and y'all whispering to each other, laughing at some movie that you're watching. Start doing that. Because you do have to speak things into existence to gain that confidence to know that this is like something that we all do. We all manifest every day. We just don't deliberately do it often. Mm-hmm. Yep. Bella, how are you, my dear? Yes, Bella, she is. Yes. And Bella, I know the reason why you probably got here when we were talking about feminine energy is because we've had this conversation. You and I have had this conversation about feminine energy. So I understand that you probably just got here. Just watch back like the last like 20 minutes because that's what I spoke about. And Bella, you and I, we have some stuff to talk about as well. I love it. I think that's why Black people everywhere dance the way we do. We are creating, absolutely, girl. Black people around the world. We just collectively, we're always energetically creating. You know, it's just something that we naturally do. Mm-hmm. Yep. I think my negative thoughts is crap. That's on its way out. My job is just, yeah. That's it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Your hit. Yep. Exactly. So you guys got it. So here's what I'm going to do is for those of you that are still here, thank you for showing up to the live. I hope you guys have been blessed. I know you have been blessed. I know that you guys are, most people who are in here are always here. My goal is to go live consistently on Tuesdays at a certain time. I was trying to test and see like kind of the time frames because Bella is not in America, so for Bella right now, it's probably very late at night, and she's not the only person. So I want to be very respectful to all of the fly girls and fly guys that watch from other places in the world. So you guys have to tell me if you want me to go live more in the evenings, or do you guys prefer in the midday or early in the morning? And what I'll do is, based on what you guys tell me, write it in the comments now, because I'll go back and read the comments, because I want to be able to give you guys the content. If you email me and say, hey, can you make a video about this, instead of doing one-on-one coaching, because I have like I said, I have a lot of clients, and I do have some spots available, but I'll make the announcement once I clear out some stuff. But if you guys are interested in having specific topics, I like going live because I can speak to you guys, and I'm really good at presenting. The first 20 minutes of the video is me presenting. So for people who watch the playback, go back. The first 20 minutes of the video is always going to be what the topic is about, and then the rest of the video is me interacting with the people who choose to be on my platform, so that I'm not just being like, I can make like 5 videos and just put them out, but I would love to actually speak to you guys. So, yeah. So, oh yes, all right, girl. Well, I won't keep you, but yeah. So please let me know in the comments if you love your girl and you still here. Give me a thumbs up, and just as soon as you click off, just please come back and leave me a heart. If you need anything from me, email me. I'm here for you guys. And I appreciate you for being on the platform. I'm going to go and finish dinner for me and my husband. And you guys be blessed. If it's hot where you are, like it is here, get somewhere cool. And yeah, anything you need from me in the description box, I have a list of things that are going on for the month. So love you guys, and I'll see you most likely tomorrow or Friday. So have a wonderful evening, guys. I'll talk to you later.